The FMV Agent is sponsored by FMV World, fmvworld.com. They're an amazing resource for FMV games and for information about them, for resources, for interviews, for trailers, for where you can buy them, anything you can think of. They have great descriptions. It's just a really great resource and a good community if you're into FMV games, which I'm assuming if you're going to watch the stuff that you are. So check them out and go to fmvworld.com and check them out. And thank you very much to them for supporting FMV Agent. Let's keep going. Mariana. Hello.
I'm okay. Thanks for asking. It's rent day, and I always feel a little blue on rent day.
Rent day?
Rent day is the day I pay rent to my landlady.
Well, that I know. But why does it make you upset? Why are you blue?
I pay my rent to a landlady. I don't own my own place. I'm just passing through.
Okay. Just passing through.
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Okay. Bored?
You're not getting it.
Okay.
I never stay in one town very long. I get bored too easily. Once you've seen the same faces over and over again, you move. Like I said before, I like to move around a lot.
Okay. Where do you move?
You will have...
Okay. Have you been to the beach? Okay. Paper spike.
Dr. Dekker used to put my checks on that thing. I guess someone thought they weren't getting value for money. I actually don't have a lot of money.
Okay.
Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Well, I mean, not according to what you just said.
I actually don't have a lot of money. Sometimes a therapy check would bounce, but Dr. Dekker would be okay with it. Oh, my checks are fine though, don't worry.
Money? How do you make your money? That's the question.
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes I'll get away with not paying at restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
No. Not how it is for everybody.
It's just good manners to accept when someone offers to buy you a drink. I'm a very good-natured girl.
Okay.
I'm not broke. Men buy me drinks at bars though. Sometimes
She
I'll get
says
away
she
with
doesn't
not paying at
drink.
restaurants. Isn't that how it is for everybody?
She says she doesn't drink. But every time I ask her a question, she mentions something about drinking. Restaurants.
I mainly like drive-thrus.
Okay.
I don't like crowds, and I find it difficult to stay in the same place for too long.
Okay, she likes to move around.
I guess I'm a fidget.
Okay. A fidget? Okay. Drive-thrus?
I don't know.
That's her hint. This is the really tough thing about playing a game the way you play the game when you record it and stream it, if you don't do it all at once, is that she talked about the nightclubs like on the first session, I think it was, that we talked, which was like 2 weeks ago for me, or 3 weeks ago for me. You don't like, so I don't remember, she liked the nightclubs, liked crowds. My light just went out. but you like night clubs. But this has got a good vibe to it, actually. Never mind.
Crowds at nightclubs and bars are different. The lights are dim. You can slink around without attracting too much attention.
Okay. Slink around.
Sometimes I'll kiss a guy in a club, and then he just follows me wherever I go. It's creepy. I don't want everyone seeing that.
Yeah, that's really creepy. Why does he follow you?
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
Do they follow you home?
Yes. They follow me home. They're silent. It's like a trance.
Trance.
They're in some kind of trance, like zombies. But I don't know what they want.
Okay.
They follow me wherever I go. Anywhere. Where do you think they follow me, Doctor?
So there's more places. Do they follow you to the beach? Okay. What happens after people follow you?
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
Oh, she's yellow now. Okay, so I could move on now, but there's still plenty more to ask about.
It depends where they follow me. If they follow me home, they bang on the door for an hour or so, then leave. Other places, they just disappear. I don't see them again.
Just disappear?
I don't know about that.
Wait, what do you mean you don't know about that? Yeah, that's what do you mean? They disappear.
They don't just disappear into thin air. I think they return to the place I found them. But I've not run into the same person twice.
Okay. Oh, right, the beautiful thing in the ocean. Can you tell me about the beautiful something?
You've got a good memory, Doctor. Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light. Deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home. And then I wake up.
I gotta say, the acting is pretty damn good in this. It's very good.
You've got a good memory, Doctor.
Watch it again.
Let's talk dreams. Sometimes I'll dream about a light, deep in the ocean somewhere. I head towards it because it's warm and glowing, like a beacon. And when I'm at the bottom, it's the most beautiful thing. Like a welcoming sun. Like I'm home. And then I wake up.
Okay. A beacon.
It's so beautiful. It calls me. It's like I'm in a trance. What does the dream mean, Doctor?
Dream means you are longing for something?
Yes, I suppose I follow that glow like people
Okay.
follow me. I still don't know what it
That's all I
means,
said.
though.
It's okay. I don't know what it means either. All right. Oh, I got a note. Maria's dream can be anything. It's a metaphor for a current issue, searching for something. Or maybe she's making it up. Making it up? Is this dream real?
No.
Oh god, I didn't mean to go to Nathan. Oops. Is your dream real?
Nope.
Are you?
Try again?
Okay. Are you lying to me?
I don't know.
Okay. Oh, right, the blackouts. Have you had any more blackouts?
I've had no blackouts, and I haven't been to the beach since our last session. But I think I will today.
No.
Do you want to come with me to the beach?
There's some inappropriate... No, I don't want to go to the beach. No, I don't want to go to the beach.
Doctor, I think you're getting a little anxious. If you ever wanted to visit the beach, you can just turn up. It's not mine.
Okay. Anxious?
You're not.
Okay. Fine, I'm not getting it, Mariana. Let's go back to Nathan. Hello?
I burned the photos of Hannah.
Alright, that's what I'm gonna do.
It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since.
Okay.
There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Okay.
I burned the photos of Hannah. It didn't work. I suppose because the loss was superficial. The next thing I burned was the rocking chair. That worked. I've been getting rid of her stuff ever since. There was a day when I attacked a Salvation Army bin, but I gave in.
Okay. A Salvation Army bin?
I accidentally put Hannah's diary into a Salvation Army donation bin. They're like huge post boxes with a circular tray that makes sure things spill to the bottom. I tried to get in to get it back, but I gave up.
Okay. Her diary?
I read the last few weeks of Hannah's diary a while ago. I must have accidentally dropped in some clothes for the Salvation Army bin. It's funny, because I wasn't going to read it. She said she'd fallen out of love with me. That she was going to break off the engagement.
Oh.
That she didn't love me anymore.
Oh boy. That's rough.
I regretted it.
So people don't remember, Hannah died in a car accident, supposedly. And he's stuck in like this time loop thing where he has like a Groundhog's Day where he can't break out unless he does something sort of like extreme to break out of it. So what did you regret?
I regretted that I mourned for Hannah so long. I regret the grief. I regret all the days I slept through because of it. Had I known she didn't love me anymore, things would have been different. I'm a bit angry now. If I had that day over again, I may just still pull out in front of the driver.
Okay, that's intense. Ooh, paper spike.
I didn't notice Dr. Dekker had a paper spike. I haven't really seen more than a foot in front of me since Hannah died.
Okay. I guess. I'll ask you for. There's something. The arrest report says Claire killed David. I've analyzed something. Bryce buried David. What happened with Ben? Ask patients about the paper spike. Too much to do today. Let's see. Do you want to tell me anything about Dekker?
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist, that's a bit crazy.
Problems?
I've told you all I know about Dr. Dekker. He started out good, then turned a bit crazy towards the end. When you start giving people more problems as a therapist...
Okay. Crazy?
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me. Sometimes you could see he was bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Okay. Problems?
I started out with depression. Now I seem to repeat days. Even if you don't believe the repeat days, then I clearly have extra mental health problems that he's given me.
That's true. You're not wrong about that. That's for sure.
I think that he possibly cursed other people, a bit like he cursed me.
All right. He thinks
Sometimes you could
Dekker
see
gave
he
him
was
these things.
bursting to tell me about it, but he couldn't. He was ecstatic with power.
Cursed.
Ah, the curse. Or remembered. I was hoping you'd forget. It's going to sound crazy. Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
Okay.
I started out with depression. Ah, the curse. Or remembered. I was hoping you'd forget.
You
It's
just
gonna
mentioned
sound
it like 2
crazy.
seconds ago.
Dr. Dekker said I would never be able to move forward until I came to terms with my grief. And so from this point on, I start to relive the same day over and over again until I made something of it. I believed him.
Why did you believe him?
I didn't want to believe him. I remember I said, you can't just say things and they happen. He laughed and laughed. I think he was going mad. He said he'd give me a demonstration.
Okay, demonstration.
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere.
Okay.
And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Okay. Hypnotize you?
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Okay.
He held his hand outstretched and told me to look at the flame. There was no flame, and then there was. He was holding a flame in his hand that had come out of nowhere. And he tried to hypnotize me to make me forget it.
Yeah, why would he want you to forget it? Forget it?
He'd become bored of me, so I got much of my insight from calls or messages he'd take during our sessions. I think because he hypnotized me, he didn't want to play with me anymore. So I got basic therapist. He told me lots of people get depression. To become more active, see more people. And although he wouldn't always be there to listen, Jaya would be.
Jaya. I'm saying Jaya the whole time. All right, Jaya.
Jaya was a great listener. Much better than Dr. Dekker. I think she would have made a great psychiatrist. Do you know, he tried to fire her.
Okay. So he likes Jaya. Yes, I know that. I've seen the letter. Why? Okay. All right. Fire.
Yeah, he fired her. Jaya told me about it. You should ask her.
I will. We already talked about it, though.
I didn't forget seeing the flame. He wanted me to forget it all, but I didn't. For whatever reason, he couldn't undo what he'd done. I was scared. I pretended like the hypnosis had worked.
Why are you scared, Nathan?
I was scared what Dr. Dekker would do to me if he found out I still knew. So I had to play along. Keep coming to the sessions. Pretend I hadn't seen what he'd done. It was awful, because I was suffering through the same days over and over again. But I couldn't talk to him about it, because he'd know.
Okay. Okay, that's okay. What's that? Oh, okay, yeah. Do you want to talk about Hannah?
Can we maybe not talk about Hannah anymore? And
Okay.
thanks for the dating advice, by the way.
Dating?
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
It's not.
I signed up for a dating website. It's a bit easy, to be honest. If I message something they don't like, I change it when the day replays. It's not very honest.
Honest.
If I'm being honest, I'd probably rather ask out one of the patients I've seen here.
Okay.
The friendly redhead with the accent.
Mariana. Okay.
You've asked me that already. No. Wait, maybe that was yesterday. I don't know, anyway.
Okay. When did you read Hannah's diary?
A few weeks ago. It's still sinking in. Suppose living a lie is just the norm nowadays.
Okay. All right. Let me ask him one more hint and then I'll move on. Oh, 6 seconds. Hint. 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 Oh. Did you kill Dekker?
I didn't kill Dr. Dekker. I wanted to be as far away from him as possible. I don't know who did.
Okay. Though it's still juicy, so I wonder how much I'm going to have. 6 seconds. Man, it's good to have this timer down. It sucked before. How did Dekker want you to handle your repeat days? Okay. I don't know. I'm going to just pop out and say Dr. Jaya. Hello.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
Okay. I'm gonna watch her sleep because I'm a weirdo. Okay. Let's see what happened with Ben.
I think that's all settled now.
Okay.
We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000 and he's agreeing not to say anything about what he saw.
Okay. 5,000 pounds.
That's not something I...
Okay. Whatever.
I think that's all settled now. We are agreeing to pay Ben £5,000.
Okay. What he saw. I didn't think it was a gag order.
He thought he saw a creature coming out of Dr. Dekker's mouth. Well, at least that's the reason he's given for not emptying the bins that night. Either way, it's not the kind of publicity that we need. Shiny, happy, sane people.
Okay, that's something.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address. I don't know why you'd want it. I suppose you're going to start doing home visits now, like Dr. Dekker?
I'm too focused on myself. Home visits.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Why? Yeah. I should ask her about that, shouldn't I? Grief.
Grief is such a strange word if you keep saying it. Grief, grief, grief. It sounds like somebody's being whipped. And you're gonna ask me how I feel today?
Mm-hmm. How do you feel today? Okay.
Yes, Dr. Dekker started doing home visits for Mariana. He said she couldn't concentrate properly in his office. I hope you're not thinking of doing the same thing. I need you right where I can see you.
Alright, where you can see me?
Checks and balances, Doctor. Somebody needs to be watching the watchman, so to speak. Make sure you're helping, not hindering.
Hindering?
He probably did his fair share of helping and hindering. He was definitely helping in the beginning, but then seemed to lose sight of things.
Lose sight of things.
I think he was so overwhelmed by the patients he was getting. His curiosity just got the better of him. There was a definite turning point.
Okay, what was the turning point?
Somewhere around the time Professor Alderby turned up, that seemed to unsettle him. And then we had a flood of extra weird patients. I think it was all too much for him. I think I misjudged him. I hope you deal with it better.
Okay. Weird patients?
That's a strange question to ask. Are you feeling all right, Doctor?
No, I'm tired.
No.
Okay. Okay.
I'm fine. I'm ready for my grief counselling. I emailed you Mariana's address.
All right, Mariana's address. Mariana's address.
Doctor, if you don't want it, don't text me and ask for it. It's all right. I don't mind doing menial tasks for you. Someone has to do them.
Okay. Paper spike.
It's in that police report that I gave to you. You should really take a look at it.
Okay. She's obviously not yellow yet, because it would have popped me out to the menu if she was yellow. Oh, Nathan. I want to ask her about Nathan. Oh, you were fired. You were fired.
I don't know.
Did Dekker fire you?
I honestly think that you're curing me with all this grief counselling. You know, we don't really have to talk about Dr. Dekker from now on if you don't want to. We had a connection, but it's gone now.
connection.
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him for Valentine's. I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
Okay.
Dr. Dekker asked me to have dinner with him.
That's
for
when he was
Valentine's.
murdered.
I refused, obviously, because you don't sleep where you eat or something like that. But it was flattering, especially with competition like Mariana around.
Okay. Valentine's.
I didn't go out for Valentine's. I was at home. Wait. Actually, I did come up to the office at about 9. I'd forgotten a USB stick that had some files I was working on.
I don't know about that.
I didn't go out for Valentine's.
Because you were fired. And competition.
Sorry, I didn't mean I was competing. I was happy Mariana was going out with him. I didn't want to be romantic with him. We had a stronger connection than that.
Stronger?
Dr. Dekker and I shared some philosophy. We'd both read The Cult of the Kinetic Mind, and we agreed with a lot of what it said. Have you read that book, Doctor?
No, I haven't read it.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of psychokinesis and that the cult leaders specifically had these powers that turned their followers into disciples. It's not a fun read, but if you're into psychology, it's a blast.
Disciples.
Followers and disciples have a very strong tie to their cult leaders, almost like they've been brainwashed. The author suggests that this is because they've witnessed some kind of psychokinesis, like pyrokinesis or telekinesis.
Okay. Note, what is psychokinesis? What is psychokinesis?
I don't know anything.
Because I don't know how to spell it, Jaya! Can I select this? Okay, I can, I think. Can I just go Control-C? And then Control-V? Yes!
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas.
Oh,
Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
good joke. Good joke there. Jaya.
In Cult of the Kinetic Mind, the author suggests that everyone is capable of
Everyone is capable. Everyone is capable of psychokinesis? Capable.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
Sending them?
Have you been taking notes in our session, Doctor? Perhaps you should check them?
Did Alderby send them?
I don't know everything. I know most things.
Okay. Don't be mean to me. Okay. I think that was just a set response. Okay.
No, not at all in my experience. Dr. Dekker had an unusual number of patients who claimed psychokinesis. Either he'd been specifically looking for them or someone had been sending them.
That's just what I said, but I guess I didn't say someone. Someone had been sending them?
It's entirely possible that someone is targeting this practice with psychokinetic patients. To what end, I don't know. It's no coincidence that most psychokinetic patients are diagnosed as insane, or at least temporarily insane. It's a handy diagnosis if you're facing criminal prosecution, especially if it's for murder.
Oh, like Claire, you mean?
Psychokinesis is the ability to change the physical world without actually touching it, just by using your mind. It's not just about bending spoons. It covers all sorts of things like telepathy, telekinesis, telesabalas. Shoot me, I'm a Kojak fan.
Telepathy, like the
Like I
woman.
said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do.
Okay.
Like I said, all those cool things are in Cult of the Kinetic Mind, apart from Kojak, obviously. If you ever get a patient who thinks they can change the world with just their mind, then duck, just in case they can. But seriously, do a whole load of shrinking and make them better. Whether you believe in psychokinesis or not, you'll need to figure out your approach with those that do.
Okay. My approach.
How do you make people who think they have special powers better? Do you remain passive and support, encourage them, take them away?
Support them?
Things could escalate. Building trust is one thing, but at what cost?
Okay. Take them away.
Nope.
Okay. Give me a hint. Oh, yeah. Did Dekker do home visits with anyone else?
No. As far as I know, Mariana was the only patient that Dr. Dekker did
Okay.
home visits for.
Okay. Mariana, we're back. Did Dekker visit you at home?
Can you repeat that?
Home visits.
Dr. Dekker suggested home visits. I think he was probably checking up on his investment. You're not thinking of doing home visits, are you, Doctor?
We talked about this, though. Yes, I am. Yes, I'm doing visits.
I can't afford any more sessions, so it sounds like you'll be paying. That's a date, isn't it, Doctor? I'm not sure that's appropriate.
No, it's not a date.
You'll have...
Okay. Investment?
Aren't we all your investments, Doctor? All the time, all the energy you've invested
I don't like that
in us?
terminology.
Seeing how we're doing, making sure we're growing correctly?
Growing?
He called it aversion therapy. Whenever I felt the urge to go to the sea, he would do something unpleasant.
What? Unpleasant?
I don't know what you'd call it, but it was unpleasant for me.
Wait, what did he do? What did Dekker do?
Are we still talking about him? And I thought you were just interested in me, Doctor.
Okay. Hint. 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 Okay. Your kisses make people follow you.
I'm not a siren. It's just how some guys are. I tried it with a woman, too. She followed me.
Okay.
If a lot of people are watching, then it doesn't work.
A woman? Okay, I don't know. I want to know if it's one of the patients. Did you know Dekker was stabbed through the heart?
Why would you tell me that? You like watching me squirm, don't you, Doctor?
No, I'm not a weirdo. No, I don't like watching you squirm.
Real smooth, Doctor.
Okay. Why doesn't it work if people are watching?
If I kiss somebody and a lot of people are watching, they don't follow me. Too embarrassed, I guess.
But if they're in a trance, why would they care if they were embarrassed?
Try again?
Okay, I don't know. There's nothing to pursue there. Okay, let's finish off with Warwick here. Oh, John Guilor. Yes.
Professor Warwick, I'm a physicist. Where's Dr. Dekker?
Oh, Ryan Rand. Dr. Dekker is dead.
Is he really? Actually dead? Not a worthy adversary after all, then.
Adversary?
Dr. Dekker challenged me. He tried to use my theories against me. Quantum theories.
Okay. Your theories. I spelled that wrong. Theory?
Nope.
Okay. Look at this.
Dr. Dekker challenged me.
Theories.
Do you really want to know? Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He didn't believe in quantum physics. As if it's something that you can optionally believe in. Well, it started with an experiment.
Okay. An experiment.
Are you sure that question's for me? Do you really want to know? Dekker's eyes used to glaze over whenever we talked about that. He didn't believe in quantum physics. As if it's something that you can optionally believe in. Well, it started with an experiment.
Experiment.
Have you heard of quantum suicide, Doctor?
No, I haven't. You're gonna make me type out quantum suicide? Haven't heard of quantum suicide.
Quantum suicide is a thought experiment that tries to explain the many worlds theory. You're looking at me blankly. I can see that you don't understand. I knew you wouldn't. Alternate universes. Essentially, if I were to shoot myself, then in some alternate universe, I'd still be alive.
Yes, I knew this.
Now imagine if I could actually choose that universe. I'm taking a product off a supermarket shelf. Well, I simply applied that logic to something different.
Okay, there's a lot that happened there. Something different.
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby I would visit a casino and place a very large bet at a roulette table. Now, I would always bet on odd. Now, the results of this particular experiment were mundane. I won as many times as you would expect according to the laws of probability. But then, I changed a parameter.
Okay. What did you change? What parameter?
Quantum suicide required a loss of life to make it a realistic thought experiment. So I simply upped the stakes. Every time I bet on odd, I would place everything I had on that one spin of the wheel, and it worked. Well, for a while.
Okay, for a while?
Dr. Dekker killed it, and I can't get it back.
Okay. How did Dekker kill it?
Well, my theory, quantum gambling. If the stakes are high enough, you will win every time by simply shifting your consciousness into that branch that wins. It's tricky, but it can be done. Dr. Dekker didn't like that. He saw me becoming rich and powerful, and he hated that. That's why he proffered the hangman's paradox.
Okay. Hangman's paradox.
Well, imagine a judge sentences you to death. Now, it will be Monday or Tuesday next week, but it will be a surprise. Well, which day do you think you'll be executed?
Monday.
Well, Monday does seem likely, yes. Because if you're still alive on Monday at midnight, then Tuesday won't be a surprise. But if you're sure that it's Monday, then that won't be a surprise either, will it? Dekker tricked me.
Okay. Tricked you?
He told me that sometime in the future I would lose a bet, that I would lose all of my money. Now, this didn't seem likely because I had quantum gambling on my side and it was working. But he unnerved me. He made me doubt myself. And then it happened. Recently, I lost everything that I'd managed to build up since Vanessa left me.
Oh, okay. Vanessa?
We were married for 14 years, 7 months, and 3 days. Vanessa couldn't have children. At least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and we'd be... It wasn't to be, though.
Okay. Immortality?
Okay.
Let's see. Oh, yeah. Why did Dekker hate you?
Honestly? Well, I think he feared quantum physics. He didn't like things being explained in terms of science. Almost as if he'd have preferred chaos.
Okay. Chaos?
I don't...
Okay. Let's see, Vanessa.
We were married for 14 years, 7 months, and 3 days. Vanessa...
I figured the children thing.
At least that's what she told me. She grounded me in reality. I'm not complaining. It's probably what I needed. But part of me always thought that one day I'd achieve immortality through science and we'd be... It wasn't to be, though.
Okay. Children?
Well, yes, it bothered me, especially now that I find out that she's pregnant. Oh, no, it wasn't a rocket scientist that was required, but a brain surgeon, it seems. I have considered putting that neurosurgeon onto his darkest timeline. But I'm not a killer, it would seem.
Okay.
Gambling. I set up an experiment whereby I would...
All right.
Why not gambling? My wife, Vanessa, left me for a neurosurgeon. She emptied our entire combined wealth into her barrister's wallet. I needed more money. Physics provided me with a solution.
Okay. Let's go back to the top here. Okay. Paper spike. All right. Okay. Let's see. Spend more time together. Oh, right. What were you doing Valentine's Day night?
I was at a fundraiser for a charity called Mind Stretch Outreach. Don't know how I got roped into that. I can't remember. But it was full of very clever children with bizarre outlooks on life.
Dekker
And
runs it.
Jaya. It was Jaya who asked me to go.
Oh, Jaya, you say? Jaya?
Oh, she's Dr. Dekker's lovely assistant. I imagine she's your lovely assistant now. Yeah, she always smiles and makes me a cup of tea before a session. That smile. Which reminds me, my session. Can we talk about my problem now?
Okay. Problem?
Do you know, you remind me of Dr. Dekker. He always used to ask me questions I didn't know the answer to.
Okay. Wait, who? What? You look familiar.
What? I think you're confusing me with someone else.
Are you Dr. Dekker? Are you fucking with me right now? Mind stretch. Outreach.
He's full of poor kids with very capable minds. I did give them a talk on quantum tunneling once, and they loved it. Not sure it'll put dinner on the table for any of them, though.
Tunnel. What's quantum tunneling?
Oh, you're gonna have to Google that, Doctor, I'm afraid. I'm not a walking wiki.
Okay, I messed up. Is it really because I didn't do this? Okay. Oh, what problem do you have?
I'm not a gambler, Doctor. I'm a scientist. I need more money. It's true I've run out of money for my research. An opportunity has arisen.
Okay, opportunity.
Maybe if you asked me that in a
Okay, shut up, man.
I'm not a gambler, Doctor.
People are
I'm
rude.
a scientist.
Rude.
I need more money. It's true I've run out of money for my research. An opportunity has arisen. I'm not a gambler, Doc.
Opportunity.
A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum of money if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want a talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
Okay. Rich. Okay. No. What was the other thing? Research.
Quantum gambling. It's a pet project. It's got nothing to do with work. But if I don't have significant amounts of money to lose, then there won't be enough jeopardy for the experiment to work. A very wealthy group of individuals have offered to pay me a very large sum
A
of
practical
money
demonstration is my guess.
if I attend their next private soiree. They don't want to talk or anything like that. They want a practical demonstration.
Practical demonstration.
They'll pay me £1 million if I can successfully survive 6 rounds of Russian roulette. Now, I am worried because of what Dr. Dekker said, but, well, I can't help but thinking that the stakes are so high.
No, you shouldn't do this.
What do you think, Doctor?
No.
Should I take them up on their offer?
No. No, don't take them up on their offer.
No. No, I suppose you're right. In a darker timeline, you probably said yes, and I'm dead now. I earn good money where I work. How do I stop losing it?
Stop gambling.
I take your point. But I suppose to decide whether to continue gambling or to stop gambling is a gamble within itself, isn't it? Well, my time is up. Will we be having another session or... No, don't answer that. It'll turn you into a gambler like me.
I don't think so.
Infectious. Isn't it?
No, he's Dr. Dekker. He just disappeared. Disappeared from my list. He disappeared from my list. All right, so I think that's going to do it for this session of the Infectious Madness of Dr. Dekker. I think that guy was Dr. Dekker. I'm just going to put it out there. So that's going to be in this act. I wasn't going to continue. It's going to be in the act, and then we'll have to go on from there. We'll say that for next time. Thank you so much for watching. Remember to like and subscribe to FMV Agent, and please share and comment on the videos. It really, really helps a lot. I'll be putting up a poll. Once I know how close I am to the end, I'm going to check my progress after this. I'm going to put up a poll to see what game I should play next. I'll put up a collection of games, and people can vote for it on Twitter over at Bobby Shortle on Twitter. I might keep doing these live as I record them. That'll always be at twitch.tv/monthlyreset. And you can follow that over there. That would be awesome. So thank you everybody who was watching. Thank you to everyone who has been supporting and following along. And till next time, never fear, because the FMV Agent is on the case.